Hello, my lovely Pisces. What is poppin'? And I am back, and Lulu is on here, right here in the altar, looking out the window. I can't even move her. That's how much I miss her. You hear me? That's my boo. Anyway, thank you all for being here with me, and I am so grateful to be back. But I also needed that break. You understand? Oh, there she go. That's mommy's girl. That's mommy's girl. I love her so much. And so let's get back to this reading. I did a reading this morning when I walked in the door. Off the airplane, I was on this Pisces Studio. I miss y'all so much. I went there with a journey, and I did not read nobody, but I didn't read no Pisces. I didn't read no Pisces. Everybody else was not Pisces. But I was like, I do what I do. A lot of tears, but they needed to hear it. You know, I don't sugarcoat nothing. You understand? I call it like it is. But it's something how like, it's not even just Pisces, but like everybody is it's a different things that go on with different people, but it's amazing. And I needed this because I only read for Pisces. And I will continue to only read for Pisces, and that ain't no lie. But if you need a reading and you're not a Pisces, outside of my YouTube, I will read for you because it was mind-blowing. I've learned so much on this trip about different signs and how they feel inside, because we don't see that Pisces because we love so much and we think that people are so cold-hearted. But doing readings for different people, and that was with no cards, just reading them, it was mind-blowing to me. It was truly mind-blowing. And one thing I learned that really blew my mind was when I was reading for this Aquarius lady on the ship, and then when I was waiting for the plane, I read for an Aquarius man. And I don't know why they was following me everywhere, these spirits of Aquarius. But I'm glad I got to meet this lady, Jackie, on the ship. And she was an Aquarius woman. And when I read her, I got it inside of my mother. Y'all know my mother was an Aquarius. And I always felt like she was so cold and that but show love. But now I see it so perfect. And now I can understand more. And that's one thing I learned about reading other signs. That I learned so much this time. And I'm glad that I got to read her. And this is weird, but the two people that I read when I got on the ship was the Aquarius lady, and when I got her off the ship coming back home was the Aquarius man, and it's just mind blowing to me. This man was going through a divorce. He never told me, but when I was reading him, I was telling him. He said to me, I have 3 daughters, and he said, and she doesn't even know how much I love her. But we cannot even communicate. And his wife was a Taurus. It was just amazing to me to read him. And then at the end of everything I said, he was telling me how hurt he is. And he really don't want to go through this divorce. But sometimes you don't know. You don't see eye to eye with someone. And just because you don't see eye to eye with them, or they don't speak to you, or they don't show you how you want them to make you feel. And then we go through this divorce and the kids are involved. It's heartfelt. It's hard. Because we feel like we need to be treated a certain way. But when we don't feel like we're being treated a certain way, our actions and what we do to each other to, like literally, it's like we don't understand. Humans don't understand humans, right? And it's a journey that we go through. But the thing is, we never realize the journey that we go through because it's almost like humans are too selfish, right? And it's like I can't show my vulnerability, you know? And that's how I felt. It was just telling me that about myself also. Because I love so hard. But I had to learn to back it up, right? And let life show me what it's about. And on this journey, I didn't take anyone. I didn't tell people, you know, the people that got reading for me, they know because I got to talk to them. But I told them, but I didn't want to do, I wanted to take this trip and it wasn't meant for me to be, when I first started the trip, I was going to go with a friend. But then they decided that, you know, they couldn't go because of a job situation or whatever it was. I don't know. But wherever I was meant to be on this journey alone, without them, it was this journey. And it was amazing. And I promised myself that I would travel the same way I did it this time, alone. I just had such a beautiful time. All right. I was adopted by many families that were there. It was amazing. It was. But Pisces, let's get with the reading. Maybe somebody needed to hear this. Maybe someone that's going through a divorce or feel like they're not loved or they can't communicate with a person or this person don't value them. I just want you to know that whether you break up, whether you go through a divorce, whether you don't see this person again, or whether it ain't no love there, Pisces, it may be like that in your end, but not in theirs. And I just want you to know that we keep things inside what we go through. But when the game is over, it's over. And it's nothing. Nobody can literally tell us. And so it's really sad that we go separate ways, but the love will be there no matter what. No matter how bad that you felt like they treated you or how bad the situation was between you and them, no communication, no love, no whatever it is. And you put time and years and had kids or whatever it is that you did. You can speak on your experience and maybe that it's not good and you have to, it's like almost like first you are feeling like you are treated like someone's property, but then when it's all done and over with, you still are someone's property. And the reason why is because you can't let go of how you felt that you was being treated. The things that you had to go through, right? And when you close the doors, no matter when you closed it, whether they died or alive, whatever it is, separation is a separation. You must learn to literally either go back to that grave where they at or write a letter, or if they allow, whatever it is, you cannot live in this space. You cannot allow someone to have that much control of you. Even if you don't never see this person again. Even if this person is dead, like I said. Even if they are alive and they moved on and they have someone else. You still cannot allow someone to have that much space into your world, into your life. You cannot grow. You cannot go into the grave, into your last day. Allowing somebody to live in your soul, in your space rent free because of what you went through. And that's what I learned on this trip. I had to learn it. And it didn't come from me in another Pisces. It came from me in every sign of Pisces. It was something that I had to see and learn. Because before I left here, I said, God, tell me what you want me to do. And if it's time for me to close this you.To, I will do it. And God said, this is your life purpose. I would never, ever leave you without. Follow your life purpose, Lisa. And that's what I did. I can't escape. I can't run from you, Pisces. We go through the same things. But please, don't be a prisoner of your circumstances, of someone that you feel that mistreated you, body, mind, and soul. I'm going to say it again. Either they passed away already, or they still living and moved on with their life. They moved on with their lives. And that's the same thing you need to do. With no regrets. Do you understand? It's important that you understand. Another thing I'm going to say. Before the COVID hit, 2019, early when they wasn't even noticing this was going on. Because it was going on before that. Before they announced what it was. All right? I said that I dreamt that I was on my street. And I live deep in the woods, right? But I was on the street where the cars ride on my street. And it's not only but 5 or 6 houses, right? The police, the army was going to people's house, grabbing them, doing whatever they wanted to do. But they was walking through me. It was almost like they couldn't touch me. I seen this with my own 2 eyes in my dreams. At the time, I was working as a waitress. And every time I seen a military dressed in military or police, I would just stand there and look because I didn't know what to expect, because whenever I dream something, it's telling me something. Today, I looked. Matter of fact, it wasn't today, it was last night. One of my you.To, a family, sent me this clip. And it said about how the holiest place in the world is actually went through the 9/11. All right? And it was just like it was in my dreams. Like there was just, the force was grabbing you and putting you in a car, and like you was just going in your house, just grabbing you. Like force of a military, a force of something forcing you at war. And I dreamt that. 2019. I said it. Go back to my videos and you're going to see it. It's 2023. And I said this 2019. So for me to say this is to tell you that everything I say to you, you may not see it right there. but you will see it. Do you understand? I don't say nothing on my YouTube that I dream or I'm making up. No way. I don't do that. I don't have to sugarcoat anything for you. I only tell you to warn you. Warn you. Tell you what is to come. Tell you what you're going to see. All right? That's what I'm telling you. And I always tell you to keep your eyes open and your mouth shut. All right? So I wake up and I see it all over the news. And I say, wow. And they're showing pictures of somebody being grafted, being taken away. They don't care who you are. It's crazy. Bombing without somebody even notice it was coming. Do you understand what I tell you? And that can happen anywhere, right here. We're not, it's not like we're being safe. We're not secure. We're not. It can happen here. And I always say, God told me that I will walk with a backpack. He did not tell me I was going to carry my house on my back. He said I will walk with a backpack. And I will be rich in my heart. And he would never let me go without. And that's what he told me. And I'm telling you, don't you sleep that you don't see. Be aware of your surroundings. And if your gut feeling telling you something, do not act like you don't hear it or see it. You better follow your instincts because it will save your life. Do you understand? And that's with everything in your life. You need to understand it. With everything in your life. You got that? I don't have the time to go into what I have online to sell. You can go in there and find. But right now, the Spirit speaking to me. For you, Pisces, I love you. It's not the time to fall asleep. You need to wake up and be very alert. And that's for everything in your life. Do you understand? With every paper you sign in, every agreement, partners, relationship, kids, family, friends, opportunities. Look at it real good, extremely well. Anything around you. When you drive, you better be looking everywhere. When you leave your house, God, take me and bring me back safe. Always, when you wake up, thank you, Lord, for waking me up. I'm telling you this, Pisces, because you need to know it. When I was on that ship, the first day was crazy. That the way the boat was moving was crazy. It was just the waves was crazy. It rained like cats and dogs. When I kept looking up at the sky, that moon was fierce. I was seeing the moon and the sun at the same damn time. It was beyond my imaginations. And I've seen it many times. But on sea, wow. I did my rituals like I've always had. Because I kept telling God, show me. That water was so calm. So freaking calm. You know when you on a boat, on a ship, and it sails, you can see the waves from the ship moving forward. That water was so calm. It almost felt like the ship was mirroring the ocean. That's how it was for the rest of the ship. That's exactly how it was. This is the first time I've been on a cruise. Did I lived it? I enjoyed it. I was meant to be there alone. I was meant to read every sign it was, but it wasn't a Pisces. And everybody I read to, it was crazy. A lot of them was married to Pisces or moms or whatever. Their mom passed away, was Pisces. It was so crazy to me. So many tears were shedded. And I felt like it was a relief that they met me. And I met them. Pisces, stay awake. Don't fall asleep. There's too many of us that passed away with our goals, what we wanted to do that we never done. Please, do it all and be happy. Can't no one make you happy like you can. And I want you to know that. You mean the world to me. You can do it. Tell me, spirits. Tell me what my lovely Pisces need to know. The Page of Pentacles came out today again. All right? It's something new here. But you are saying, I need more. I need more information. I need to study more. I need to think about this more. Something new. And I'm going to tell you what, Pisces. I don't know what more you need to do. All right? But you need to take care of this. You can't keep saying, I'm going to sit here, but I need more information. I need to study more. I need to do something more before I can open this. No. I'll tell you what. You need to do it. And I know what the Spirit is telling me, but you need to do it. Whatever it is, don't put no stop to it. No more information. No more waiting to have it all to start something. You need to start where you're at. All right? You're holding on to that thought about what you need more to get something done. But the only way you're going to need to know more what you need done is when you do it. You can buy everything you need to do something, and at the end, you don't even use all that stuff you bought. But if you do it, you're going to get to know what you need as you go along. Don't waste your money on things that you think you're going to need. You need to start doing, okay? And stop saying, I need to research more. I need to do this. I need to study more. I need to I need to do this and do it. Look at this. Study, study, study. I need more information. The information is going to come. This is new, and this is all new. The light switch it up. I was looking for it. Now I know. All right? Because I feel like you like, in the thing, I need to know more. I need to study more. I need to know this. You need to do it, do it, do it. Okay? I don't know if this is something new you started. Is it something you want to start? Okay? But you need to do it. All right? You need to do it. And that's some real stuff. It's new. It can be brand new to you. It can be involving your kids. It can be something new, a new job, it's something here that is too much waiting for. I need to order this, and I need to order that, and this, and that, and oh, I need to study more on this. I need to go back to school to do this. I need to do that. Let me tell you something. When I open up, Everybody told me, you better go take this class. You need to go get this certificate. Baby, before I even got the certificate, I knew what I was doing better than somebody that got the certificate. All right? Just like people say, well, how do you do this? How do you do this you-to? God opened up this door and I walked right through it. I was in my bed sleeping when this happened. In my bed sleeping. All right? Yeah, talking in the dark. You better check my YouTube, go all the way back to the first day it even started. I was in the bed, in the dark, sleeping, honey. Just got up and I ain't never done this. As you go all the way back, you're going to see my bed, my room, my everything. Honey, I wasn't even expecting this to happen. All right? And that's what you're doing. It's like okay, I need to get more. And I need more education. I need more information. I need this. I need that. But it's like a light bulb that's saying, but the book is open. What more you want? What more you need? You afraid of what? What are you afraid of? Cut yourself? Hurt yourself? Make the wrong decision? What are you afraid of? It's a new door, a new path. Right? What are you walking away from? Because it's like the 10 of Wands is like a kiss. Are you walking away from having all of this weight on you? Right? It does got to do with your kids. A job. Did you walk away from school? Like, what is it that you walked away from? What is it? What is it? What is it? It's something here that is new to you. A lot of responsibilities. And I feel like you just had enough. It's like, this is a lot. I don't know if it's your kids. I don't know what it is. But something new here that you've been thinking, or something that is a new path that you're saying, all right, I'm going to take it. I'm going to move. But it seems like you're doing this stuff, leaving things behind on this new journey of yours, or this new job, or whatever it is. It's like you packing your stuff and leaving. Are you leaving a place, a job, a person? I don't know. But it's like, I need to get out of this. And life, like I said, is too short. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but this trip made me realize, wow, this is crazy. But it made me look at something in a different way about a person. All right? I've been saying, if it happens, I'll see you on, but I really need to sit down and tell this person, how I really feel about them. I love them to pieces, but the way I see things and the way they see it is two different ways. But it doesn't mean that I don't love you. It just means that I just can't accept things the way they want it to be. And they probably can't accept things the way I wanted it to be. All right? But that doesn't mean I don't care. It made me grow up. It made me see things in a different way. What is it now with this Page of Pentacles for my lovely Pisces? All right. The Nine of Wands. With this Page of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands, Pisces. All right. That's Lulu. If y'all hear her, that's her on my altar, because she missed me so much. She don't want me to put her down. They been not done nothing to my Lulu. They ain't treat her right. I know that, because she's wore out, honey. But anyway, so persevering, obstacles, right? Setting boundaries for that Page of Pentacles coming into this Nine of Wands, right? You try your best to be a hero for everyone, but on the inside, you can't take it anymore. Is it something about your kids or relationship? You feel that everything is falling apart and time is running out. It's the side you don't want others to know, that you overwhelm and that you feel like you blocked. Like you don't want people, because you're this hero. You want to do for everybody and to make everybody happy, but inside, it's not you. Like, you're like, shit, who's going to make me? Who can I lean on? I can't lean on nobody. Right? Is it a kid? Is it somebody young? Are you walking away because this new path is not for you? Are you walking into a new path and leaving things behind that is weighing you down? Damn, Pisces, the Page of Swords is going, you go from the Page of Swords to the Ace of Swords. I feel like this is telling you, it's good because aces are good, but it's something that you need to bring balance into. You need to bring boundaries. You need to cut things off, right? You got your swords up. It's like something here needs to be put into place in order. And I don't, like I said, you got the page. These are all new things coming, but it can also mean leaving kids behind, leaving all this stuff that's wearing you down, family and jobs or whatever it is. You setting boundaries, but you seem to cut things. So it's like, are you in a cutting things again? Like cut. Are you? Because I see it's a lot of kids here, but I was getting ready to put these cards back, but it said go on with it. So with the Ten of Wands, then you go from the Ten of Wands to the Ten of Cups. From a Ten of Cups to the Lovers, making a choice. Somebody here seems like they walking away from something that they love so much and brought them so much weight. Maybe you thought that you would have it all with this person or this person. Like you have faith that things can work, but somebody here has to make a choice, and it's got to do with money and love and cutting people out or setting boundaries. I ain't mad at you. I love that. I love that you growing and you got a lot of new doors that are opening for you. You don't got to settle for just anything. Baby, you're like, shit, I ain't got to settle for you. You ain't got to settle for me. We can rock and we can roll and we can move on because it ain't nothing that's saying that anything is supposed to be. It's like you're saying, Lulu, you going to lay down or you got to get down because I'm trying to do this reading. And I don't know what they did to my dog. But I don't call her, I'm sorry, Lulu, but she don't want me to leave her nowhere. She done went, I don't know. I'm not going to get myself worked up over this. Lulu, why can't you go to bed, Lulu? Lulu, not going to bed? Oh, God. Tell me more about this Nine of Wands. The world. I'm going to say it again. Check this out, Pisces. The world. Do you understand the world? Somebody look like they got a cat. Two people. Look at this shit. I'm not fucking lying. I don't know what this is saying, but I feel like it's a person here with you looking at the world can be yours, but it's a decision needs to be made between. I don't know, somebody looking. It's okay. I'm gonna say it like this. It might be you might be seeing two people from two different cultures, or black and white, or whatever it is. But I see animals around, like dogs and animals, and it's like you have to make a choice between this and closing a chapter. It's like you've been still too long. It's like you need to move forward. You need to make choice. You need to close things up and move on. The world is yours. You went through a lot, but it's saying that you need to make it so that you can get what you want. All right. Now, with this ace, you got this Page of Swords, then you got the Ace of Swords. Setting boundaries, cutting things off that is not for you. And guess what? That don't mean that it wasn't meant to be. It just ain't. You got to set orders. It's got to be boundaries in here, right? Because the knife hurts. It hurts really bad. And somebody's all up in their head. I don't know. You definitely probably dealing with it's a lot of air in here and a lot of leaving. It's a lot of air and a lot of majors. Okay? You got, I mean, not a lot, but you got the world. You got the Lovers. All right, Pisces. The Queen of Wands handling your business, telling what to do. Building something, doing a structure, a new house, whatever it is, a new business. But you setting boundaries. You saying, I want this cut out the way I want it to be cut. This the way it's got to be, right? The Eight of Wands, things are going to be moving so fast for you. It's not even funny. It's like you on a roller coaster ride with this. And it came out with that, the queen, the boss. I'm the boss. This is the way I want it done. But it's a decision here that needs to be made. Tell me more about this lover. Oh, what the hell? This person, ooh, tell me more. The Five of Pentacles. Like, you feeling like you, I don't know, like you feel like you're being left out. Like you walking away from a relationship here that you wanted. But it's about money. It's about the lovers. They need to choose what they want, who they want. If somebody got to make me to be an option for them, stay where the fuck you at. I don't need to be nobody's option. I'm not nobody's second choice. I'm not nobody's property. Please go stay where you at. I'm not nobody's property. I'm not doing it. So if somebody feel like they need to choose you over somebody else, or you know they gotta make a choice, if you make yourself their property, then it's a fucking shame that you feel that low about yourself. I don't give a damn. That's why I don't mess with people that got people. I don't do that because I'm not going to be somebody's property or somebody's second choice. I'm not going to have somebody tell me about their wife and this and the kids and the grandkids and all that. And I'm your sidekick. I'm not nobody's sidekick. Even if you with somebody that you know they seeing somebody else and you invested all this, so what the fuck you invested? What the fuck that means? I invested years and all this. You better get your shit right. Because if that's who you are, then you are somebody's property. Like shit, what? I ain't shit call shop call like it is. But you feel like you being left out in the cold. Like somebody just walking away from you, leaving you with luggage, honey. Leaving you out of something. Okay? Look, and it's very true. Look at that. Okay, so it's like you've been through a lot with this person, but baby, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And don't sit there and be boo-hooing about, oh, I'm going to miss out on $200 or $50 and all of that. Or I'm going to miss out on the life that I did. I didn't have to do nothing because they did it all. But you are an option to them. You are a choice to them. You can be somebody's property. Don't you ever fucking forget that. If you don't know shit, you better get that shit. If you want to be somebody's property and you want to keep thinking that somebody loves you and they love everybody else, but oh, they love me, I'm the main one. I don't want to be the main one. I don't need to be the main one. I need to be the only one. Do you understand? If you need a reading, get it from me or someone else. I will talk to you later. Bye.